Art can change our future. Travel with me, artist John Dyer and artist Joanne Short. Be inspired by endangered environments, plants and animals. Learn about tribal culture. Paint, connect, exhibit and change. It's a last chance to paint.
Hi, we're in the forest again and we're on another challenge to see what we can see. Let's hope that we get to see the tiger. Maybe we'll see some more signs that he's around, and we'll let you know later. If you saw a bit of a flash there, we saw a bit of a flash. It was a camera trap. So as things go by, it flashes and takes a picture. Unfortunately, we're not a leopard, but we're going past it fast, so it flashes.
The next thing the jungle revealed to us was these beautiful hornbills. Look at them.
If you watch, the guide is looking on the floor all the time to see if he can see some tracks to follow.
We just found a leopard pug mark, and then in front of it, this one, that's a sloth bear. It's very indistinct, but that's another sloth bear.
Those pug marks are not very fresh. You could see that there was some leaf litter on top of the pug marks. So probably the sloth bear went along this road a couple of days back.
So we're heading deeper and deeper into the park. Again, we're on these tracks, and we are searching for this elusive tiger for you.
We've got some really big pug marks here, and we've just been told by the guide that they're really fresh.
Okay, go for it.
Look, there's some really fresh pug marks here, and because it's in the wet soil, you can see how heavy he must be.
It's wonderful to watch the forest slowly waking up. The sun comes up and everything springs to life. All the birds get up, crocodiles go and seek warmth, and we look for tigers. We arrived at the edge of the river, and look what we found. A crocodile gently swimming along. We left the side of the river, and then this stunning male stag sambar deer appeared. Look at it.
These two deer are in part of the river where there's salt, and they've been licking that. They need the salt to kill off bacteria in their gut, because salt is a natural antiseptic.
And then we found a tree pie. Do you remember? This is the bird that goes in the tiger's mouth to clean its teeth.
Most of these trees are teak trees, so these will be harvested for things like garden furniture. So if you've got that sort of brown hardwood furniture at home, this could well be where it came from.
If you see down the middle of the road, there's some leopard footprints, and it's sort of wandering along the road, meandering along.
It's not entirely expected that we would see a tiger, but it also wasn't expected that we'd see this really beautiful owl. But we were even more surprised when suddenly this happened.
There's a huge elephant here, and they use the elephants so that they can go deep into the jungle when they can't get a vehicle into the jungle. So they're looking after the forest in their own way, even though they're trained. But that is enormous.
The elephant's keeper, who is riding this elephant, and the elephant will live their entire lives together. They even have the same accommodation area. This is not a tourist attraction. Nobody else rides this elephant. While it is always important to respect cultural practices, our partners at Born Free and ourselves believe that elephants should not be ridden. Sadly, the process of training them is very harsh and compromises their well-being.
You can see all the trees around here have been pushed over. The elephants tend to push trees over to get food, and that's why they migrate around the landscape. Otherwise, it would be complete devastation. You can see there's lots of felled trees there. But by doing that in nature, they're creating habitat, water holes, and spaces for new plants to grow and animals to live. So they are landscape curators and excavators. And even though if you keep elephants in a very small space and don't let them migrate, they destroy everything. That is not how elephants work naturally. It's breakfast time for elephants, and this one's having rice for breakfast. So you can see he's being cared for very well, obviously enjoying it. Now, here's a fun fact about elephants. They need 200 kilograms of food every day. So that's a lot. If you go and look at a kilogram of flour in your cupboard at home, when you get home, go and look at that. They need 200 bags of that or equivalent. And the oldest working elephant in India, that when she passed away, she was 103 years old. Isn't that amazing?
The tiger decided not to show itself in the jungle today, but we got back to our accommodation and...
Well, we're all running around crazily in our accommodation because the monkeys up here are doing a big alert, and Mandar is sure that there's a leopard in the field just behind us. This particular noise that the monkey's making is indicating that it's actually a tiger in the field.
So after all that tracking in the tiger reserve, we get our close encounter with a tiger right next to our accommodation. And it struck me just how people around here live with tigers and other animals on a daily basis. They roam the landscape. They are part of the landscape. I've completed my painting and I've chosen to paint this Indian elephant. What are you going to choose when you paint? How are you going to connect to the land of the tiger? Please do the best paintings you can, encourage your class to get involved and submit them all to our world gallery so we can show the world what we all risk losing.
India are different from the elephants in Africa, and they've got smaller ears.
Okay. So this is one of the working elephants that they have here, and although it's could be controversial, it's to bring a wild animal into work.